Hey guys, here we are with our next Clash Holes War recap. For those of you who don't know, I've actually been away from the clan for a couple of days. Been doing something special over at the One Hive Patreon clan. Basically what that is a group of Patreon supporters for Jake from One Hive, also the guy who does the One Hive Raids YouTube channel. All get together, do a high-level war. We're in the middle of that right now, but I wanted to come back and get our own Clash Holes recap in. As you can see, unfortunately, the clan lost 24 to 26. Unusual for this to happen this way. As you can see, total destruction, 95%. If I'd have known that we were going to have a 95% war and lose, it would blow my mind. Almost an 8% destruction advantage. Just couldn't get the stars in, and as you can see, what happened is, we have a 94% 2-star, a 97% 2-star, and just a couple of high-level 1-star, sorry, 97% 1-star, a couple of high-level 1-stars and 2-stars that were just ever so close to getting there, and just didn't pan out. As you guys know, anyone who's played this game for a long time knows that sometimes that just happens. So, unfortunately, took down a loss to the killer klownz. Clowns are pretty freaking scary, so I can understand. The guys seemed like maybe they were nervous. Nobody really likes to mess with clowns. It's just a rough situation to be in. All right, well let's go ahead and start with. We're gonna watch a couple of these videos. Not all of them, but just a few. So first, we're gonna start with Lurker going on a number 9. And he brings in a mass dragon attack with a BBQ. So Zap Zap Quake on this air defense down. Takes that down real nice. Now he's out. So he comes in on the opposite side of the blower. Drops for the lure, which unfortunately the king can't defend itself at all from that dragon. I would have maybe wanted to wait and save the king till later. But he wanted to use the king as a way to funnel, which worked really well for that part. And then his drags team up on that defending drag real quick, and then that balloon just sits there because it's not going to target a drag. So, drops in his balloons, and they're making their way to the core real nicely. Drops in the rage spell for the dragons, and then the haste to get the balloons there real quickly. Could have maybe let those balloons do their own thing or drop them earlier and then save the haste for in the base. Doesn't matter. Takes down air defense number 1, air defense number 2, and now there's not a whole lot left to give these drags a lot of trouble. Do have the 2 Teslas that were straddling that previous air defense, but those drags get on it pretty quick. Take it down with just a couple of breaths. So there is that. And then they work their way over to this archer tower. They're going to take that down. These 2 dragons will get to that Tesla. And after that, there is literally nothing left that can stop these dragons. So, although there are a couple of defenses left, nothing for the air. So it's basically just cleanup. 4 dragons left, working their way through this base. We're going to go ×4. Watch this cleanup happen real quick. And then we are going to get moving on to the next attack. Nice attack, Lurker. Love the BBQ. Keep up those high-quality dragon attacks. All right, let's move up to number 6, which is Brent 2, Town Hall 8 style, taking on Town Hall 8. And this is a... I don't want to call this a holo. It's only got 3 balloons. It's basically a mass drag, but does have a couple of balloons here. A little bit special balloons. As you can see, he gets the lure, and then that dragon walks out of there. So he has to send in a hog just for the soul, knowing it's going to die, just to get that dragon back into that poison. So then he chooses to drop the second poison, since the first one just wasn't going to do enough damage. Drops the second one. Let's fast forward through this poison stuff. That drag ends up going down. And then he should be starting the hogs here in just a second. There we go. Basically, he's just starting with a small surgical attack, trying to split where he thinks those great bombs are going to be. He does drop one off. Another hog goes through that second one, and he does roast that one hog, but only one. That is a great outcome when you come into a DGB set to only trigger one at a time, and then to only lose one hog, that is as beautiful as you can get. He's still just dropping those hogs around. He's got a big pack, and he's got 2 heal spells for them. They do have a bunch of skellies, and he doesn't have a poison to take care of it, but they're working their way through these last couple defenses. He does drop in those backside loons just to help speed things up, and drops that last heal spell, which doubles for the hogs and the balloons, so that's really nice. They're going to take down this cannon and this Tesla pretty quick. Those couple of balloons do eat it with the air mines, and there is a great bomb, which unfortunately smokes most of his balloons, or sorry, most of his hogs, and then the skellies clean up the last couple, but it doesn't matter. He's got those balloons floating, and they're going to start doing cleanup. This wizard takes out those skeletons, thankfully, because if they would have ran around and caught all these wizards one at a time, they might have ruined this attack. But he had those 2, they were backing each other up, and now he has a nice, really even spread out cleanup crew. His attacking king is now going to take down that defending king, thankfully. That way that king doesn't start getting whiz one at a time. And once these balloons get over these couple of things, they're going to get to that town hall and take that down. It is literally nothing but cleanup from here. There are no troops left, and all of the traps are all gone. So he does lose those balloons right at the end, but by then the wizards have already got there. Clean up that town hall. Nice 3-star, Brent. Way to take down number 6. All right, we're going to watch one more. We're going to go up and watch some Town Hall 9 action. We have Big Brent taking down their number 3 with a very nice go-ho attack. So let's see what he's got going on here. He drops in the single hog, gets the clan castle lure, 1 dragon, 2 balloons. Pretty common for clan castle, especially at Town Hall 9 nowadays. Drops the double poison, gives it about a second between the 2, so that way they can ramp up, because they don't stack, so you got to space them just a hair, so that way they will take down a max level dragon. Although, he just barely got that dragon. I thought it wasn't going to go for a second. He did actually have the heroes in there. See how little damage that queen got from those poisons? It's really worthless on the poison. And it's a nice time to illustrate that. The poison's okay for slowing heroes, but pretty worthless for hurting them. So, anyways, drops in his golems, wizards making a nice little funnel, drops in the queen, couple of wall breakers to get through that first wall, so that way the golems and the queen go into the middle. And look how big that funnel is. It's a whole quarter of the base. Drops in the king and the jump spell. That jump is going to get them all the way into the core. Up pop 4 Teslas. So luckily those golems are there doing some work. He needs to drop his king's special. He missed it, unfortunately. So that queen is still alive. Had he hit that, he would have taken down that queen pretty quickly. Luckily, his level 19 queen is stepping up and about to take down the defending heroes. Still has the queen special, so she's going to take down that town hall, and in come the hogs. And so they're mostly coming from the right. He does drop a single giant over on the left to tank for his hogs, drops in a few extra hogs over there, and they're going to meet up in the middle and all end basically down where this air defense is, which is really nice because he still has his queen over there. He still has a golem, not tanking for anything because there's nothing left. They do trigger a great bomb, and that heal gets them most of the way back up before they run out of it. He's a little bit light on cleanup troops. He's got a wizard over here. He's got his queen over here with a couple of goblins, and then his hogs up north. And luckily, he's got a pretty decent spread, even though he's light on the corners. And his hogs take a really nice split. So they get through this cleanup without too much problem. Let's go ahead and fast forward through this cleanup, and we will call this a day. He does have a swag heal spell, so nice job, Brent. I always love it when there's an extra swag. And that is that. We're going to call that a recap. Honestly, there was a lot of missed opportunities in this war, but the guys gave it their best shot, and sometimes it just doesn't swing your way. It's real hard to see all these really high level. We have a 93% 1-star, a 94% 2-star, a 97% 1-star. It's just really tough to see these go down, but sometimes it just doesn't swing your way. So it is what it is. Just like any other war, you take it with a grain of salt, and you just move on to the next one. So that's what they're going to do. They are in another war right now. I should say we are, because I'm back. But I am not in this war. So let's see what they got going on. It's already 8-15. So pretty decent start. 3 attacks, 8 stars. So 2 3-stars and a 2-star. We're not going to show you any details right now. We will show you that when we do our recap for this against Ludus Batiatus, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. We will be bringing you our next recap in a couple of days. Also, we will be bringing you that special One Hive Patreon recap. That's going to be a long one. It's a big war, and there's a lot of awesome attacks and a lot of awesome guys in there, to be frank. So I might make that into a 2-parter, but I got some live attacks in there. I got some creeper attacks in there. There's all kinds of good stuff in there. So look forward to that, and I will see you guys soon. So keep up all the good work, and good luck out there. See you around.